Alright, more Solomon Dark. You can be pretty confident that I'm going to be playing a lot of Solomon Keep when it comes out. Which, reminder, is on Steam Greenlight, and you should definitely go check it out. You know what? I will put the link in the description of every video I do for this game, because we're doing Earth this time with Arcane focus, naturally, because we need that shield or we are going to die. Actually, that's not 100% true for Earth, because the Golem is really, really good. That's our only ring, that's our only that. I guess I already took the robot. The rest goes in here. Okay, so we're gonna use the mana regen one because it's the only one that makes sense. I should probably just get rid of the gold one and the resist pain one because I'm gonna use other bonuses before resist pain anyway. Let's be honest, I'm only ever going to use this if I'm using air. I'm probably never going to use air because it's such low damage. The main benefit of air, which is lightning by the way, they've changed the name of the elements in Dark. I'm never going to use 20% gold. Well, if I was being efficient, I'd equip it whenever I'd kill a boss. So I should keep it in case one of these runs I feel like being efficient. Wait, this has 2 items? Oh, that's why I want so. Why do I have 2 of these? Was one bag in the other? These just give me a little bit of bonus gold, like 2 to 4. Which is pretty garbage, but it's better than them cluttering the inventory. So, boulder damage plus 4, a flat 4 damage is really, really good. Probably better than the 29% mana. There's no reason to have this one anymore. Probably... Was that faster experience? I hope that was faster experience. So this is also good. It would make my boulder literally free, but plus 4 damage flat is just way too good to pass up. And let's be honest, we're only losing 0.6, so it's not that bad to begin with. The Raise Golem is the unique secondary that Earth starts with. It is really, really good. It pulls aggro, so you take less damage. It does damage. It's just really useful. As far as Earth goes, it's a pretty decent spell. I'm pretty sure the last time I played Earth... Well, not the last time. On that one run where I got to level 30 with Earth, I got a shot to upgrade my Earth spell, get one of the branching semi-ultimate abilities. I haven't gotten there with any of the other build ones, so I don't actually know if it's like the mastery skill or if it's just a thing. But okay, so the 4 base damage is not really doing me any favors. I'm not one-shotting the skeletons. You charge Earth up and kill stuff. Well, you hope that you kill stuff. There is a base amount of charge, so I can't just spam tiny boulders. Like, I'll click now and I'll just click and let it go. That is the minimum charge time. Yeah, so basically the strat for Earth is to just sit around while your Golem and Leviathans take out everything until you get at least 1 damage upgrade, because the boulder is totally useless. Boulder's less brittle is pretty good. And everything else is pretty bad, so I'm gonna take it. Boulder's less brittle just means it can go through more enemies before it breaks. Which is not a huge advantage, but I mean it's pretty good, I guess. Hasten Rocks is really good. This is one of the abilities that you really, really need. And this is gonna make it viable to actually use my spell to kill things. You need either that or damage, preferably both. If we don't get any damage, we're still pretty screwed.
the key.
Having to follow the golem around is a little bit annoying as well. Oh, yes. Yes, very yes. There's a maximum size for the boulders. Getting boulder 2 is really good. We're doing, like, this is good now. We can basically click, our minimum damage should one-shot the skeletons. I guess I have 5 hit points, or just over 4, I don't know. Yeah, so that's the minimum, and it does one-shot the skeletons now. So that's where you want to be. Once you get to this point, easy game, easy life. Take all your XP. Earthquake's pretty bad. I'm going to take Raise Golem 2, because Golem more health is always nice. And he is actually almost dead. I think that was my first Golem still though, so that's pretty decent. Making it bigger does give it a wider hitbox as well. So it'll hit more things horizontally. Having the less brittle thing is actually pretty decent. At least the first one is. As far as I can tell, the first one just always goes through everything. So there's no reason to get a second one. Take the Hasten Rocks too. Being able to charge faster is as good as more damage, to be honest. That's not literally true, because more damage increases your maximum damage as well. But you can see 5 to 34. That is the charge time. I don't think there's any RNG involved. It does a fixed amount depending on how long you charge it. But if you have a decent sized boulder, it goes through everything regardless. You don't even need less brittle. At least not very badly. I am gonna leave him down for a second just so I can do this. Yeah. Magic Shield is a must take, absolutely. So now at this point, when you have the Golem and Magic Shield, you're pretty much set. You just need to play, really. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You have both Golem and Magic Shield, you're pretty set. I did get Golem on a run when I was using Frost. I was pretty excited about it, but then I didn't get Magic Shield because I was, I think I was mined that run. Mind is really risky, because if you never get Magic Shield, you're kind of screwed. I'm always going to upgrade Magic Shield. Like, Boulder 3 I really wanted to take, but I need Strong Shield. Like, it's just a requirement. If the shield is bad, it's just going to break, and then I'm going to die. Being able to tank enough stuff for it to actually recharge and for me to get my mana back to use it again is like the #1 most important thing. Sometimes the Golem's pretty dumb. When it does that stomp though, it draws in everything to attack it. So you'll notice most of the enemies go for the Golem and not me. Unfortunately that archer wanted me. Gonna make a really big rock. Yeah. Channel mana is good. It's actually like particularly good with this because it's like it's just a flat increase to the mana heal rather than Battle Mage, which reduces my consumption. Not one-shotting them anymore, just by tapping, which is bad. Maybe it is RNG, or maybe they do just level up. I really need to summon the Golem. I thought he was still over there doing work. It shows his health bar up here under mine. He's taking a lot of damage, which is probably why he died. The boulders go a little straighter than the fireballs. The fireballs tend to come out to the side. Alright, zombies. Okay, the full rock is one-shotting the zombies and charging reasonably fast. That's a good place to be for this wave. That's actually really, really nice because you can pretty easily like kite around the zombies. And the adjustable damage of the rocks is really good. Boulders less brittle. We don't need to take that ever, and there's no reason to. Like, if I'm going to be using bigger rocks, there's absolutely no reason to take less brittle boulders. It will already go through everything. Usually. If it doesn't kill an enemy, it just breaks on the enemy, and I don't think there's really anything you can do about that. Just gonna resummon the golem over here. I don't know if it's doing anything over there, and it was low health anyway. You know, maybe I should take boulders less brittle again. But like, the alternative was mana regen, so it was hard to make a case for it in that situation. I mean, to be fair, I'm already not using mana, but oh man, now I'm super not using mana. Like, what is my mana usage? Yeah, it's really low. Now it's really, really low, but so is my damage. At a certain point, the +4 is going to become not as useful. But right now we have basically the spell is free. Not 100% free, but not far off. So high. It will like break if it hits this pit. It is so hard to concentrate on what's going on when there's stuff flying everywhere and you're trying to deal with the boulder and the golems doing stuff. Like, it gets pretty difficult. Especially when you mix in Leviathan and you're trying to keep that up. I've done that before. Man, it gets insane. My brain just cannot handle. Oh god. Definitely need. That was the wrong button, but to take the Leviathan, I guess. Spider's kind of bullshit with this, but the golem, as long as he does his job, it's not going to be too bad. And then Leviathan can handle them, sort of, sometimes. Like, honestly, you could just go Leviathan Golem and get a reasonable length. Once you get past the spider wave, you're in decent shape. Like, you can usually keep 2 on the screen at a time. Plus, I could equip the staff that gives me the 2nd level of Leviathan. And that's just a stacking thing. The staff alone would only give me level 1, obviously. Yeah, +1 Leviathan. I don't like active skills. Like, if active skills weren't such a pain for me to like remember to use, I would definitely enjoy Leviathan better probably, because it does do good damage. If it was guaranteed to have multiple heads for level 2 plus, it would also be a lot better. Probably overpowered, but is it really that big a deal if Leviathan's overpowered? It's already supposed to be a rare thing. Those purple things also have set bonuses, but the ones I have are apparently for different sets. Ah, this is a little much. I like how my golem died already, that's pretty cool. Nice. Taking a monstrous amount of damage, apparently. Archers are actually the worst. Yeah, so like, you see how far that goes every single time. More damage, please? Could I get faster boulders? Or just, like, better boulders, please? That would be great. See how much this does to him. Fully charged boulder. Not that much. Probably better off just chunking these. I guess this guy's doing all the damage to my golem. Or maybe not. He's not even attacking. Golem's gonna solo him at this rate. Look at this, getting pushed back. This is the bullshit one. I'm just gonna pray, because these can be pretty annoying with boulder. Because sometimes if they're right up in your grill, they will like, the boulder will fall on the other side of them and it just do nothing. Yeah. Please pull aggro. Thank you. That's not aggro enough. I really shouldn't have put myself in the bottom corner, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna take haste and rocks even though channel mana's there. Like, we really don't need channel mana right now. It's actually at the point where, like, I need more damage. Or just hasten boulders is always good as well. It is basically damage. And this is like bowling, basically. That's all we're doing. We're bowling. I don't like that there's a global cooldown for your abilities. I don't think that exists in Keeper Boneyard. Yeah, great. Great. This guy's not too bad with Boulder though, because you do have infinite range. Once I see him, I'm gonna drop this Boulder and then summon another Golem, because he's really low. There he is. Try to get Leviathans in there since I have so much mana regen. Like, ah, see? It hit me from there. That's so dumb. I mean, I guess they need it on longer range bombs. But, like... the global cooldown might be too long. Like, if they're gonna have one, making it a little shorter would be nice. I hate these crows. I guess we take haste and rocks, because why not? I should actually be keeping Leviathan up like 100% of the time. 100% uptime on Leviathan. Like the ultimate goal, but to be honest, I can't be bothered for one. Two, it's only doing okay damage. It's not amazing. I thought it was amazing at first. Oh god, that's a bad place for the golem. That was an accident. I thought golem was dead already. I was gonna be so annoyed. I really want these coins. It wasn't worth, I gotta hit the critical. Speaking of Crow, the new season of Ruby started. The first episode seemed really good. I haven't watched the second yet. It is out, but only for Rooster Teeth members. So I have to wait on that. Probably I'll watch it when it comes to YouTube. or the site, as long as I like bother to check the site, but I'm pretty bad about checking external sites. Usually I just use Crunchyroll for all my anime. I did like consistently check a different site though when Grimgar was out, because that anime is really, really good. You can tell how into this game I am right now when I start talking about things that are not the game. Which, to be fair, I'm still having a lot of fun. I do love this game, but it's a little slow-paced sometimes. This is not so much a problem with Keep, but Boneyard, because Keep is story. It's like an actual story mode. You go through a dungeon. You're usually pretty okay to deal with anything you come across, because it scales in difficulty and you get levels. This is just like straight up, you are going to get wrecked. Especially like it's designed for you to die at some point. You will at some point die. It is infinite. I'd love to record Boneyard, but I need a way to do so. Because there's a lot more strategy to Boneyard, where you can bribe Destiny and get exactly what you want. It does cost gold, so you need a lot of gold to do so, but if you're doing reasonably well every run and beating multiple bosses, that's kind of a downside. Oh, we're definitely taking telekinesis. That's kind of a downside to Boneyard, though, is that all the bosses are the same. The later in the game you are, the bosses will unlock more abilities. But there's a limit to that as well. The bosses in Keep are different. So I'm actually really sad that the bosses in Boneyard are all the same. The bosses in Boneyard are actually the second last boss from Keep. And you have to pay gold to unlock the ability to fight bosses in Keep. But fighting the bosses in Keep is like free experience because nothing spawns during the boss fights, just the boss. Well, that's not true. You can spawn imps. But since you're usually Frost, that makes zero difference. I say usually you are Frost. If you're not Frost, you're Flame Lash. That's lock-ons. I would like to try getting a good Arcane run at some point, because Arcane is homing. So that's definitely viable as well. Lightning doesn't do enough damage to be a standalone spell, as far as I'm concerned. Though, to be fair, I've never used Cyclone, which is the ultimate upgrade for Lightning. So I don't know if that's good. Maybe it is. Maybe it's really good and makes up for it. Basically spawning the golem on him to stop his movement. It just kind of distracts him while I can deal with the fucking archers. Now I can throw a ball at him sometimes. I really need to get him down. See how much easier this is than with Frost Jet, no damage? Frost Jet, no damage is like the worst spot you can be in. Well, actually, that's not true. Lightning, no damage is a lot worse. Frost Jet, no damage and losing mana is really bad, though. Hey, got him. We're definitely going to take Boulder. Teleport would be nice, kind of, but I'll just take the damage, honestly. Obfuscate Modular? What in the name of God is that? Plus 50% spell damage! If this run crashes, I'm going to be furious. Obfuscates Meddler. 50% spell damage! See you later, Thoughtful Amulet. Don't need you anymore. Yeah, so that's like actually amazing. That's probably the best thing I've ever found in this game. You can get plus experience rings in Keep and Boneyard. I don't know if they exist in this yet. I assume so because plus gold still exists. And you can still get plus experience for Unfortunate. But like those are the best. And at a certain point you should switch them off to use damage resist. But like let's be honest that I never do it at the right time. I should be using this to kill the bosses. 20% gold on the amount that they drop is really good. We're up to 3k now. I'm tempted to just kill this run so I guarantee keeping the spell damage amulet and the, what, like 2k gold? At least 1k gold. I'm also tempted to put out the resist pain thing, but 4% pain resist is not that great. I think it's only okay. That would put me up to 8%, resisting almost 10% of damage. I think that's only physical damage. I'm assuming pain is damage, but they called it pain because magic isn't included. I'm only assuming that magic isn't included because there is a separate resistance for magic on the stat screen. There's also one for poison, but like resisting poison is basically useless. Because you get nuked by so many poison things that it just doesn't matter if it's doing damage or not, you will be at 1 health. Hello? Alright, we're out of mana apparently. We didn't crash! So in there. Did that just say this would be tragic if it wasn't so predictable? Yeah, that was really good. I really like Earth. Highest skills. It doesn't show that. Oh, it does. Awesomest kill Heartmonger. I did get to the 3rd boss on this one, I think, but he killed me. Dude, level 6 shield. Level 7 boulder. That was a really good run. I had the ultimate boulder as well, which I think you get at 30. At, I want to say 17, might be 18, you get creativity. Which it makes it so that you can unlock all of your abilities a few levels earlier, 2 or 3. Because certain abilities will only show up after a certain level threshold. And it also gives you 4 options on level up instead of 3. We're going to end this here. Thank you for watching. See you later.